I see the bucket in your eyes, Fudge. Welcome to Book It. I am your commissioner, Lil X Fudge, and I am unfortunately here with your GMs, Timon D Money Allen.
Oh yeah.
Bad guy Kenny.
Oh yeah, brother.
And even worse, primetime Travie T.
What is this apathetic ass intro? You're bringing the energy of Hi Fi Mike right now. Bring it up.
I was trying to show how much I was showing how much I hate y'all.
You said what?
I said he want to be Shikamaru so bad.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the disappointment in my voice that I have to be here with y'all one more day.
Then leave, bitch. Tell you the same thing I told Kenny about the D&D. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to be here.
But we are back, and we are not finishing. I was about to say finishing. I don't think we're finishing today because we found out this tier list is long. And I mean, like Roman Reigns' title reign long. Like
Roman Reigns' title reign.
We got a fucking tier list. Last week we did part 1 of the greatest rivalries tier list. We left off after Hogan and Andre, which we called mid. And where are we picking up, Travie T?
Starting with the mega powers. Randy Savage versus Hulk Hogan. You want to put me on the screen though, somebody? Put my screen on the screen.
Oh yeah. Once I figure out how to do it, I forgot how to do that.
We just got a big Kenny for some reason.
That's not right.
Nope.
Do you need help?
There we go. Yes, you could have just done it.
Well, I mean, I'd have to exit. That's it. I hate you.
We brought Travis on just to piss him off multiple times over.
Yeah, like literally. Like, what the fuck is this?
Too sweet.
All right. So I'm gonna go Apex Predator for Hogan Savage. I think it's Hogan's best feud.
Wait. We gotta tell them what the stuff is first.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we'll start from bottom to top. So don't know enough. That's just for anything that we don't want to be misgrading stuff. We got Giant Gonzalez, which is the worst of the worst.
That is special bad.
Yeah, can you want you to know that it's special?
It's supposed to be special.
Trash. Punjabi Prison, Mid, Apex Predator, Head of the Table, and God, HBK's tag team partner.
This originally just went from Head of the Table to trash. We've added 2 tiers. Like we've added a tier of fucking garbage. We've added a tier of great stuff. So we're probably
it's the Food Truck Fridays rating system all over again.
We can never keep it in where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, like Meltzer.
As for Hogan and Macho,
Meat.
I agree. I think it was mismanaged all the way through because we never got much of a Macho Man payoff. It was kind of just Hogan.
Well, Macho Man was the heel.
Yeah.
I still wanted him to win eventually.
That's not a payoff. That's not what the payoff is.
It's a payoff for me.
That's not how that works. That's not.
I don't know. It was just Hogan sitting on top, and nothing really came of it besides Hogan sitting on top.
I mean, it was like a year-long story.
Yeah, it was a year-long story of them. They're like
that doesn't make it good.
It's
when
you
gotta keep the tag team, everything from the moment they started interacting till the end of the feud is all part of
it's
the
like
story.
the original, like maybe not the original, but like the biggest like rivals become tag team partners.
Yeah, it's like
break up. Like it's that like this is what created that.
Without this story, there might not be an MJF Adam Cole.
Don't do this to me.
I'm going
serious.
I'm going Apex Predator. I was gonna go ahead of the table, but to make it so that it comes down to a coin flip, I'll go Apex Predator.
Okay.
I'm still going mid. I'm not fucking with it like that.
That's fine.
Where you at with it, Travis?
I'm Apex Predator.
I really think that Macho Man should have more of an extended run on top of the company instead of Hogan.
I mean, I agree.
I agree, but
And because that didn't lead to that in any capacity, I wasn't happy with it.
Travis,
Well,
what
I wasn't there, but I'm not happy with it in retrospect.
I'm gonna say heads because that's my favorite thing to get. That's
Makes it to Apex Predator.
I've never had.
I agree.
Heads never let me down. So.
And on that next one, that's looking like Kota, Bushi, and Naito.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Nobody watch New Japan over here.
Can I assume based on the quality of the wrestlers?
I'm
I'm sure. I don't know because you can't because there's quality wrestlers in lower feuds. You got Omega, Hangman, and Punjabi Prison. You've got
that should be in head of the table. Y'all are
You've got
stupid.
Dolph Rusev. You've got Omega, Jericho. You've got Jericho, Cody, Shinsuke, AJ Styles. Like these are all great workers that
just had bad feuds.
So I'm gonna say don't know.
Don't know. We don't.
So all the New Japan fans who listen to Book It, we're sorry. None of us are just very well versed in that.
Damone, you're old. Do you want to before we move on? Do you want Hogan Ultimate Warrior versus Randy Savage? Do you remember that feud?
I remember it. Fuck you, first off. I remember it being kind of mid.
So you want to put it to mid? Yeah, you're the deciding factor. None of us have seen this.
I would put it to mid. Like, it's another one where I feel like Savage should have gone over. Should have been the one to go over, but he was the heel again. But so I think it was pretty mid.
They kept turning. Well, I don't know if he was staying heel or was turning heel, but they do anything but put him over. There's here, have another heel turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and put that next one and don't know as well.
No, I've seen it.
Who is
you seen it?
It's Shibata versus Ishii.
No, that's gonna be all you, bud.
It's Apex Predator. That shit was fire. Their whole feud was just, I'm tougher than you, and I'm gonna prove it by letting you hit me really hard, and I'm gonna hit you even harder. And they would just stand in the middle.
I figured it would be with them
and beat the fuck out of each other.
That's what I was saying.
This is what hired for
the shit out of people and themselves in matches. Didn't the reason Shibata stopped wrestling is because he was
this feud?
Too hard? Oh,
this feud. Yes, he pushed himself over the edge.
Yeah, I'm shocked he's back. He just randomly showed up on Dynamite to wrestle Orange Cassidy. It was great, but it's this man destroyed his skull and brains, and then just how long ago was this?
How long ago?
Yeah,
I think it was 6 years ago.
6 years later, comes back to fucking wrestle Orange Cassidy.
I remember this was the first time I watched New Japan. I saw it late night on Axis. I was like, you know what? Let me watch some wrestling. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch this shit. And it was an 8-man tag, which is New Japan's specialty. They love doing multi-man matches, multi-man tag matches. And all of a sudden, these two come out, and this was the beginning of their feud. They come out, and they're just the whole crowd's ooh. They do golf claps.
Yeah.
And it's real quiet. And then it's so quiet that you could hear every thud, every smack, it was it was worse than watching MMA. Let's just say that. Worse than that. I was this is crazy. They're literally killing each other.
Yeah.
And asking for seconds. All right. CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy.
I'm slurping this down. God, yes. I am fucking deep throating this feud. I am slurping it down. I'm giving it that good. I love this.
This is a family show.
You okay?
It's not.
So down.
I'm doing
the only thing
I'm busting it down.
The only thing that keeps it away from being in God for me is the fact that because of Jeff's actual real life dumb shit, it kept it from being able to continue.
But they finished it.
I know they finished it.
They
but
ended that as perfectly as it could because CM
with the
Punk
bad guy winning.
Sometimes that happens.
True.
Which granted, if the bad guy's right, is he really that bad? That's what the crowd was left wondering. It was damn, CM Punk ain't the bad guy.
Here's the thing about that. If you remember it, CM Punk he really wasn't a heel at first until halfway through. Then he was kind of leaned in midway through. But
this was the beginning of heel CM Punk.
Right.
No, I know. I'm saying at the beginning of the feud,
Messiah.
Yeah.
The beginning of the feud, I said, he wasn't that evil, and then halfway through, he was just fuck it.
That's right. Because he cashed in, and the crowd was booing him, but he was still not fully turned yet until he really started digging deeper into Jeff.
And then he just, like I said, he just kind of leaned into it. I'm not going God. Like I like them both. I'm not going God. I'm gonna go. I was gonna go Apex Predator. I didn't think I was gonna give it this much love, but that's what's
And
up.
so
though.
you went head of the table, Damon?
Yeah, I went ahead of the table.
So that goes God.
Yeah, it goes to God
No,
level. That's.
I
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad
at it at all. I just didn't know we was gonna get there with that.
Yeah.
I love Straight. I think Straight as Messiah is the best version of CM Punk.
I don't agree, but it's the second best.
I think it's not the best, but in my opinion, it's the best look he had. That's my favorite look.
I would say that too. That's the hottest.
You
CM
like
Punk
the
and
big
best
beard?
CM Punk.
The big beard, long hair. I like that look. Yeah, like that.
I don't agree.
It looked good on
and that was
him.
back when he had he was wearing different colored trunks. Because after a while, he started wearing the same colors. That was
what's
he was wearing
what's
purple,
the worst?
Red. Go ahead.
What's the worst CM Punk look to you?
The worst
right now with the buzz head and being old as fuck?
Now.
Oh, I don't agree. The worst one to me is the Wolverine fucking mutton chops.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that was bad.
No,
Nexus was bad. Pretty bad.
My favorite version is
gimmick.
full beard, but not like big, just like a real like clean cut full beard and the slick back.
I messed with that
in the beginning.
No. When he was the world champ, like when he was doing his record run.
Okay.
I will say that anytime he buzzes his hair is the worst. I
disagree. I like
generally
his
don't
buzz.
look good on people. I don't like it. And he's got.
I like buzz cuts.
I mean, he looked like. I mean, it didn't bother me. It was just like I said. I think that was my favorite look of his. Was that?
But it looks worse old right now too. Like.
Well,
I don't agree.
His hairline's receding too. Back then he had the hairline at least down here. Now it's like way back here now.
Which, yeah, he was starting to grow it out for a little bit recently. Like whenever he takes time off from wrestling, he grows it out, and I'm like, go on screen with that. like right after Brawl Out, he went and did like UFC, like he went did like MMA commentary, had long ass hair in a suit, and I was like, you look fly as hell. Why could you give us this on TV? I was like, you ain't had hair like this since like 2009. Like, come on. Man, we really just dove deep into CM Punk's appearance. Like he did have like an all-time feud with Jeff Hardy, but let's talk about his hair for a little bit.
All right. We got John Cena versus Batista. I'm gonna start this off with I'm gonna give a hot take. I think this shit's trash.
It's disappointing. This should have been.
I don't
bigger
think they
than
have
it
good
was.
chemistry at all.
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say it had a lot of potential.
They're clunky.
But then when they had it, it was like, this ain't it.
I feel like their styles are too similar.
They fucked up the Royal Rumble finish to the point where it was like, how did y'all both get eliminated?
No. Yeah, this is. You keep talking. You might put me in Giant Gonzalez. I'm going trash. I'm not like.
I'm gonna put trash too, but
I'm gonna go Punjabi prison.
This is out of disappointment. They made Batista,
this just wasn't good together.
They made Batista feel so small too. Like he just didn't feel like he mattered as much as Cena when they got put next to each other. Because on separate brands, they were both like equals almost.
But, it was weird because to me, like, I remember. Sorry, not to cut you off, Kenny, but like I remember Batista and John Cena being like the two faces.
Yeah.
And then like I stopped watching for a while, obviously. And then when I came back, it was like it's always been John Cena and Randy Orton fighting for the top of the card to see who's the face of the company. I was like, Randy Orton was like the third guy. You know what I mean? Like it was like Austin, Rock, Triple H, and to me it was like Cena, Batista, Randy Orton.
Orton had a down period in the mid 2000s when Batista was popping off.
Yeah, I was gonna say at that time Randy Orton was the third, and then I would say after that feud, in my opinion, they swapped. Like,
I said that's probably what happened.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok that talked about how it was between when Brock left, it was between Cena, Orton,
and Batista and Vince chose Cena.
And
it wasn't even like on purpose though, because Batista got hurt and Randy Orton was being a dick backstage, so it just went to Cena by default, and like he ran with it.
And yeah, and also apparently John Cena was showing up.
Where John Cena is just it's one of the things where it's like, okay, we always talk about the aura of things.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena has an aura, Batista doesn't. Like he's like he was a star.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But John Cena is like it's different.
I don't think they should have ever been on the same brand too. Yeah. Like when Batista got put on Raw with Cena, it just tanked Batista.
Well, the thing is, I think they thought they were going to be closer to equals.
Yeah,
but so the other thing with Cena, like he deserved his spot because like there's multiple stories of Cena like showing up 2 hours early to all the events. He would, as world champion and at his peak, he would stay late for the shows and help tear down and like break down the ring and do all that stuff. He was always taking young guys under his wing, like Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes rode with him for like 4 years straight.
Yeah, Cena's one of those people. It's like
you hear that?
It's hard. It's hard to hate him. It's hard to hate him.
That's what I'm saying, and that's probably why Cody's doing so well as the top of the company right now.
Take that advice.
Yeah, I mean, he listened to John Cena. Probably go through and like in real time realize like, oh, this isn't working. I need to shift. I need to do whatever, right? Or like, So it's like, you know what I mean? You're riding with John Cena in that 2007 to 2011 era. That's peak Cena.
No, like a lot of top guys don't have a good eye for talent, but John Cena really does. Because if you look at the guys he's liked, some of which didn't work out because of who they are as people, but their talent was always there. Like Cody Rhodes actually did work out, but he also was big on Velveteen Dream, who as a person ruined it, but he was a great talent. CM Punk. He saw something recently in Matt Riddle, which once again, the person ruined it, but great talent.
He's getting over too.
Yeah. So like Cena's probably got one of the best eyes for talent I've seen it from a top guy. Way better than Triple H.
Yes.
I said it.
Wait, how are you gonna do that? 'Cause most of the people that come out of NXT are Triple H's.
I was going to say that. I was about to say that.
He brought in the Seth Rollins. He brought in the at the time Neville, the Sami Zayns, the Kevin Owenses, the Finn Balor's,
I said
the
that
AJ Styles.
You got work.
I'll take it.
Right. So yeah.
We
all agree on trash, I think, right? Or
I said Punjabi prison. I think those say trash.
2 Punjabi, 2 trash.
So flip the coin. I'm putting it in trash right now, and I'll move it if I need to.
Trash.
Okay.
So what?
John,
this one ain't worth a coin flip.
Yeah.
Oh, Damone's switching to trash?
Yeah.
Okay. That makes it easy. All right. Triple H versus Mick Foley.
Ooh, this is
God.
God.
I'm going head of the table, not God.
No, John, this man Mick Foley had 4 characters on camera at one time. Fuck you.
I'm not gonna lie.
He gave me goosebumps.
I remember there was a time. It wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe like 6 months ago, I think.
I know.
A year ago. That was when y'all was like, go look at this. I said, all right, let me go look at it. And I popped. And I didn't know shit about the storyline. I just saw that one thing. And I said, this is hard. So I don't know shit about that storyline, but I'm still going God tier. That shit is hard.
And it solidified Triple H as the top guy. We got like probably some of the best matches of Mick Foley's career.
Yeah, Mick Foley was popping off in the ring.
Cactus Jack.
Yeah, the matches were fire.
Yeah.
And
Triple H almost died.
That was like the most evil Triple H too. That was like when we were still thinking that he drugged Stephanie McMahon.
No, that was the most evil. Evolution is the most evil. Look, I want to fight this man in real life. I don't care what nobody's. I want to fight.
Triple H has had multiple.
John, I just want to let you know right now that when he drugged Stephanie, he was the babyface.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was the good guy in that story.
Yeah, he was the baby.
Wait, I don't think that's true.
No, he was
I
the
recently
baby.
watched this.
No, they were the corporation.
He was the good guy because remember when because at that point he was
the DX we're like fighting against the
no. This is going into like DX 2000. He was the heel at that point.
You don't understand. When him and Stephanie, when Stephanie revealed it was all a prank, like it was all like a ploy.
Yeah,
that's when he turned heel.
But before that, everyone was still
he was the good guy.
It was still fuck Vince.
Vince is at peak heeldom right now. This is like the peak of him. Like he's beating that. Like he's
Vince had a brief face turn in '99. It was when the Undertaker was abducting Stephanie and like putting her on like the crucifix and shit like that.
Vince
before he revealed himself to be the higher power.
But Vince McMahon was evil then because he switched over. He literally was like, my daughter. You find out he was behind the whole thing, so he was evil. He was even more evil than he was before.
Yeah, this is after he already revealed he was.
I need to rewatch that because there's no way Triple H was the babyface.
Triple H date raped her. Like he date raped, drugged her. Pretty much, and then was like, "We're gonna go get married."
I swear, I remember him being a heel for that.
No, he was just he did the fuck with Vince McMahon. Like he was just fucking with him. Like him and Steve Austin were just messing with him at this time.
Because I don't remember Triple H ever being a babyface.
Triple H was definitely babyface then, and then he's like, so he switched, like Travis said.
Yeah, he was.
That's right.
He was the leader.
I'm gonna go back and verify that later.
Because I remember popping.
I'm gonna let you have it for now.
I'm like, damn, why did I cheer for this?
Well, I'm gonna go back and verify that.
He definitely did.
There's no fucking way.
They were idiots in the 90s. Have you seen any of the Attitude Era? They cheer the bad guys. Steve Austin was not a good guy. He was just out here fighting everybody.
And his boss, like all his bosses.
Imagine right now, John. Like imagine like in any other era where your babyface just beats the hell out of everyone. Always. Even the guys that are helping him. The good guys. The bad guys. Everybody gets beat up by the main babyface. If Roman Reigns was doing this right now, the whole world would explode. But Stone Cold didn't have to lose. He didn't have to do anything. He didn't even have to lose arguments, let alone a fight.
He didn't have to fight. He just come out there, just stun everybody and leave. Everybody like, oh shit, Stone Cold.
And the whole thing is Vince. All Vince wanted them to do is wear a suit sometimes.
Hey,
for real.
Fuck Vince still.
Remember the secretary he had? Stone Cold pretty much ran the company, and he was like, I need you to have a beer on my desk at all hours, all this shit like that.
I saw the clip the other day where he just fires the one guy. He's like, "You're fired," and he's like, "We're gonna have a beer drinking contest." And just starts throwing out beers. If like when I come back, if you're still standing, you still work here. If you don't, your ass is fired.
That is wild. Oh man, good old Attitude Era, man.
Speaking of,
yeah, Undertaker versus Kane. So.
Hey. This is a lot of shit.
I'm gonna say God.
I'm gonna go ahead of the table. I feel like
table because there were some walls like where it wasn't great.
And they never had a great match one-on-one together. Like they never had an iconic one-on-one match. They had that Mania one, but that one was not very good.
They had multiple
Buried Alive matches. They had the first Inferno match. They had multiple.
Their matches were always their one-on-one matches were always disappointing.
No. The Inferno match wasn't good. I will say that, but the Buried Alive matches were always fire.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think this is your style of wrestling, though, John. So give me your honest opinion. I'm
judging it based on that time, though. I'm not mad at them for not doing a Canadian Destroyer.
Okay, but you gotta remember these are like besides them. I would say Big Show are like the only athletic big guys that like.
Yeah, I'm still putting it head of the table based on the story. I'm just saying they never had like a banging ass match.
I'm going head of the table because I feel like just that God gotta be special one. It gotta be special.
I say God.
I agree with head of the table. Like I said, I feel like there were points where the story was like, yeah, I don't care.
JJF, don't cuss me out.
You don't need to do this.
I tried. To me, I will say this. I will agree with John that the matches weren't the focal point of this. It was the storyline. The original Kane, really the whole Kane Undertaker story to me is like top 3 wrestling stories ever.
It's fire.
Yeah, I agree
Kane
with the
Undertaker,
original.
Bloodline, and Triple H Evolution. Well, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like if it was just that original like Attitude Era Kane versus Undertaker, it would be in God. But like the later stuff, kind of.
I will agree with that. Yeah, you're right. I can't tell who this is.
It's some Japanese folk.
It might be. It looks like ROH though.
I see them streams going. That's why.
Hold on, I'm gonna zoom in and see if I can figure out who it is. I still don't know who it is.
I can take that's in Japan.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah.
Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe.
Hey,
God.
I'm not gonna go God. I can't do it. Listen,
I'm gonna do head of the table.
Yeah,
this is the best Perk Angle ever was, Kenny. This is a goat, and this is the best he ever was.
Yeah, but there was points where they kind of ruined Samoa Joe, though.
But Kurt Angle's best segments also come from this, because this is where Kurt Angle started like acting up and being foolish because Samoa Joe beat him for the title. Like when he started crying, and he was like, "Samoa Joe beat me for the title." Or like he's like running around the arena in like a thong because he was tanning, trying to chase Samoa Joe around. Like
Kurt Angle had no shame. Like he literally had no shame.
This is the best Perk Angle ever was. This is God.
Yeah,
I think. Damone, what did you vote?
I voted head of the table because there were points where, like, it was the best version of Kurt Angle, but in the process, it kind of ruined Samoa Joe. Like, we ended up with that trash ass Nation of Violence.
Yeah, but that shit on the side of his face.
Yeah, like that shit was ass. Like, yeah.
That
So
shit
it
was
brings
ass.
it down. I can't put it in God because of that.
I'm willing to sacrifice Samoa Joe for that era of Kurt Angle, though.
Honestly, I agree. That version of Kurt Angle was goated.
But Samoa Joe could have been so much more than he was.
I would even consider, as good as Kurt was that time, making like prime Ziggler lose to him.
That must mean a lot.
Kurt Angle during that time was that entertaining, that good in the ring. Like he was so fucking good. And I think he was actually even for some of the Samoa Joe feud, he was even off the perks for some of it. Like,
no,
I think he started him midway through.
That was the weak point. That's why he didn't get God because he wasn't on perks the whole time. What's this next?
Yeah, I'll defend that one to the grave.
The next two, I don't know who they are.
I don't know they are either. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So sorry, New Japan fans. I'm seeing a bunch of New Japan on this row too. We're about to look like idiots.
It's all New Japan.
It's probably fire too. Is that Bryan Danielson and
Nigel McGuinness?
Yep.
Hey, I'm going head of the table. I'm not going to go God mode. I'm going.
That's right.
I'm at head of the table specifically because I don't think enough people have seen it. And
for me, it's because I don't think Nigel McGuinness is that great of a promo.
All right, that's enough.
Chill out.
I didn't say nothing about his wrestling. You can relax.
No.
No. I got bad news for you guys.
Even George in there saying something. He said, "Nah, chill out, my guy."
George A defended Nigel McGuinness promo. Shut the fuck up.
George said,
"I don't know."
George said, "That's on Scrappy Doo."
That's on Scrappy Doo.
He said, "That's on Beethoven, bitch."
Yeah, exactly.
That's on Wishbone.
What's it, Wishbone? Courage.
He said that on Brian, bro.
Brian Griffin.
I don't know the next three.
Hey, no. I know this one. This man killed him.
What?
That man in the green right there?
Yeah?
I know that one. He killed him. Like, legit, like the way he slammed him.
He died?
No, he didn't legit die.
Oh.
The move he hit him with, he might as well have.
Is it the Burning Hammer? Is that the guy who does the Burning Hammer?
The one on the left is. The one on the right, he has the Tiger Driver 91. And
is it Tiger Mask? Is it the original Tiger Mask?
No. I'm my phone. I'm talking. It's whatever that move is called. It's like a pile driver
with like a pedigree.
Pretty much, he just tries.
I'm pretty sure it's not the original. I'm sorry, the second Tiger Mask. But he wrestled as something else too. Hold on.
I don't know his name. I just know. I think his name is.
If I say it, do you think you'll know it?
I think his name was like something Suzuki. What the fuck was it?
Oh, Minoru Suzuki.
It's not.
It might have been. It was something like that. Something Suzuki.
That's not Minoru Suzuki. Minoru Suzuki is old now. That man was old in the 90s. Is it?
I gotta find it.
I'm probably not Satoru Sayama.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. I might as well not even ask me.
Yeah, let's just move on.
I don't even want to fuck him up like that. All I know is for me, I'm going head of the table, Apex Predator-ish.
You gotta pick one. You're the only one that's seen it. So whatever you say is
I'm gonna go Apex Predator. I can't remember this man's name, so I'm gonna go Apex Predator.
This
I'm gonna show you a move he hit him with, and that shit was ridiculous.
I really hope no.
Well, there's your boy again. I think that's the same guy right here with the green panties on.
The green panties on.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't make me act up."
We are Western swine. Like we do not.
I don't think that's that big of a deal, though. I don't think that there's a ton of Japanese fans like they're probably watching New Japan because it's the show in their country.
Yeah.
It's a completely different style of wrestling. Well, I don't watch luchadors either.
We're not from there. They can't get too mad.
Yeah, right? Like I'm also not gonna know Progress or like fucking AAA or.
There's a sizable New Japan fan base in the United States. We should know some.
Now.
I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you the channel.
I don't know these.
I can't tell you the channel was on.
Not in exactly not in.
AEW's helping a lot with luchadors, though. That's being helped out quite a bit.
Wrestling Society X is what did it.
Hey, why is there no Wrestling Society X on here where
Ricky
Banderas blows up the arena?
Oh my god.
Later became Judas
All right,
Messias.
do we know these two?
No, you go to don't know because I don't know. I don't know. Same with that
CM Punk versus MJF.
God.
I'm not going God.
I'm not going God either. I'm not going God
because
either.
the wrong person won the feud.
Oh, you're right.
But
I'm gonna go Apex Apex Predator
No,
because
I'm still going head of the table.
It was enough.
The feud?
Technically, the feud is tied.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he win the feud though? Like,
no, Punk won the dog collar match.
Wasn't
but
it?
that was one for one.
Yes, but is it who won the last match and who won the gimmick match? It was Punk.
Well, yeah, that's because Punk decided to be a fuckhead.
No. I'm still going head of the table.
Who cares?
Here's some of the reasons it should be head of the table. It is MJF's best feud, and he's a GOAT. It's one of CM Punk's top 3.
No, fuck this. Hold on.
We got CM Punk bringing back Mysteria Canter with that Ring of Honor theme song in the shorts for the first time.
I'm not even talking about this now.
And we got the dog collar match. This is fire.
I have a bone to pick with Damone.
What?
You said Jericho won the MJF feud off one win.
Yes.
So shut the fuck up.
Because he didn't retire him. He didn't get the biggest prize. We never got to that. We never got to that.
Against Punk.
We never got to that point because it stopped.
Yeah, because it got to the boiling point. It got to the match that was supposed to culminate the feud. This is the one that ends it all. And Punk fucking won.
It was supposed to keep going.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I say that is only enough of a mark against it to bring it down from God to head of the table. It is not down to
No, they're not. I've not seen them in the same ring together once.
Literally, CM Punk literally just talked.
They're probably about to have a match
right now.
They're about to have
until it happens, it doesn't count.
I'm going head of the table. Like I said, it didn't finish, in my opinion, and it's tied.
I don't consider it finished.
All I want to say is that Damone is once again showing that he's a hypocrite. I just want to keep putting it out there.
That's head of the table at least.
I'm going head of the table. It was great. It was a great feud. I'm not like head of the table still fire.
It's AEW's best feud ever.
For me, it's to be continued.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
Does everybody agree with that? That's AEW's best feud ever?
Yes. Yeah. It's AEW.
Adam Cole one might compete with it, but it's as of right now, it's AEW's best feud ever.
Right. CM Punk losing multiple promo battles was wild.
Yeah, MJF was cooking him. Like CM Punk had to call him a needle dick on TV to compete.
God is special, Kenny.
No. I want to see. I just want to see what was in God real quick. I just want to see what was in there real quick.
I don't think Triple H and Mick Foley should be there, but I lost.
Listen. That segment alone puts it in God's. I ain't seen shit else.
All right, Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho.
Their first feud was kind of mediocre, but their second one was really good. Matches were all fire. I'm going head of the table.
You thought the first one was mediocre?
Listen,
the story wasn't amazing on the first one.
These are 2 of my 3 goats right here, and I'm still going mid. This rivalry was not good.
You didn't like the second one though, where like Jericho's like putting him through the TV screen and Michael's got the busted up eye.
That shit was not that.
No, that shit made me want to shoot Chris Jericho. I hated it.
It was like ever since.
I'm gonna say head of the table.
Keep in mind, Kenny, this is when Jericho was fresh off his returns, kind of still. And like,
I remember when he needed to save us. I remember that. Shit. I popped for that.
He went from being that over to being that hated that quickly because of this feud. That was a heel turn to the maximum extent.
Even the whole thing, it wasn't that great. Like,
I ain't doing that. I'm still going.
What did you? Yeah, okay, so it's head of the table.
I'm going head of the table. Jericho throwing him into the Jericho-tron. It wasn't the original
5000.
Yeah, Jericho.
This is how you know I'm not biased. These are 2 of my 3 goats right here, and I still said that shit was mid. But that's
was it the original one? Like Jericho had said that HBK was like his hero.
Yeah, now he's a has-been kid.
Yep.
I will never forget has-been kid. I was like, that is clever. Little 8-year-old me was like, that shit. That man, he does something with them words.
You took your note. You said has been.
Yeah. Let me write that down. Scribble that down.
What is this?
Tori versus
Dawn
Marie.
Okay, so here's the thing.
It was about
this thing went on for like a year.
Dawn Marie trying to fuck Tori's dad.
This shit just kept going.
This is trash.
Yeah, this is going. Hey,
this is going Johnny Gonzalez.
Honestly, honestly, hold on. I know that y'all not gonna go for this, but I think this should go under Giant Gonzalez. That's how bad this was.
Put it in. Don't know because we wish we didn't know.
This is the Tori Wilson versus Don Marie category. Like that's.
I think Giant Gonzalez is bad enough for this.
That's good.
I'm just being hyperbolic for the audience.
Here's the thing: I was really into Dawn Marie at the time too, but that was awful.
Damone said, "I wish I was Tori Wilson's dad."
Yeah, pretty much. Don't act like you wouldn't have.
No, but I wasn't a fucking fan.
No, I'm not saying I was a wrestling fan.
I'm saying for ECW work.
I was like,
he was just over here.
Yeah, I was just over here choking.
She was cute. I wasn't like, yeah,
I was like 13 when this happened.
That's hilarious.
I just wanted to see the puppies.
I do know 2 of these New Japan ones coming up though, just so you know. I know 2 of them at least.
You know this one?
Not these next 2.
I don't know these people are all white.
I don't know who these are. These might
look like Joe hanging out with his friends.
Damn it.
Yeah, I'm having a good hair day. I'm doing all right with the hair right now.
You motherfuckers in your hair. New Day versus Usos.
Oh, we're just gonna skip these.
Yeah, we're just
gonna make sure that.
Did you know this next one? You knew 2 of them. Did you know this one?
This one, yeah. No, I know the next 2 after New Day versus Usos.
Okay. I thought you were saying.
I'm gonna say this one goes Apex Predator because the highs were really high, but there was a lot of these matches that did not need to fucking happen.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. Is that right above mid? Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Like
I wasn't watching on the time, but I've seen the highlights. Why were they?
Honestly,
they killed the tag division multiple times over for these teams. Like
they really did.
In 2017, they were starting to cook up a tag division on SmackDown. And the moment the New Day got sent over to SmackDown, they killed all of it just to run this feud back.
The thing is, every time they have a match, it's a banger. But we've had 84 matches of them. Like we don't.
And the stories usually aren't doing anything special. Like the rap battle is probably the fucking highlight. Like
I don't understand why they did that. Like I've never seen it, so I don't understand why they did that.
The rap battle was actually
there was no explanation as to why they did it either.
Just because they were endlessly having matches and feuding. Meanwhile, they had the Ascension just dying in burial hell, and they had Breezango's gimmick stolen and added to the Usos gimmick, and they had fucking American Alpha, Jason Jordan about to be shipped off to be Kurt Angle's son. Like. It was
you know where else you can be alpha? In that bedroom.
Your body and the bodies you're loving deserve nothing but the best. Organic Lovin' is the only adult subscription box that includes eco-friendly body products, from body-safe adult toys to sex-positive books and erotic seminars. Organic Lovin's online store has everything you and your partner or partners could ever need to heat things up. And right now, your friends at T13 Media want to take 10% off of your next order. Just go to organiclovin.com and use promo code T1, T-H-R-E-E, like the sound the bed makes, when you check out. Organic Lovin'. Love organically, purely, deeply, boldly.
That was a good segue. That really gave me some energy.
Are you tired? Tired of those other energy drinks hitting you with a short burst of jittery energy, followed by a crash that leaves you with less energy than you had before? Well, fear not, because Ray's energy drinks are specifically formulated to get you going without making you jittery and keeps you from crashing. With 0 sugars, 0 calories, and better caffeine than a cup of coffee, Ray's energy drinks are the #1 growing energy drink on the market. With flavors like Baja Lime, Sour Gummy Worm, Guava Mango, and Strawberry Colada, Ray's has some of the best tasting energy drinks available. You can get a case of Ray's right now by going to repsports.com and using promo code T1THREE when you check out to take 15% off of your next order. That's promo code T1THREE for 15% off of your next order of better, tastier energy.
I forgot it does that.
I was like, what happened?
Yeah, that shit run too damn long.
Lost the whole episode.
That'll be wild. I'll be pissed.
Wait, just so I can't see this picture very well, so we'll make sure. Is that Okada Tanahashi?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Okay, assuming this is Okada Tanahashi, I'm going head of the table because I think this might be the best New Japan feud ever.
I can agree to that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. It's like there's Cena versus Orton.
Or really, there's Cena versus Roman because Okada's like...
Okada... I've heard Okada compared to Cena too. So it's kind of their Cena versus Cena.
Yeah, but Tanahashi is the Cena. He's the guy. He doesn't do heel shit. He is the babyface of babyfaces over there. Okada is more of like an Orton or a Roman or somebody that's can do both.
Can turn.
Yeah, and will. All right. Next up is Okada Omega.
Mid.
Punjabi Prison.
Mid.
I'll go mid.
That's where I'm at. I'm at mid.
Okay.
Yeah, those matches are super fucking overrated.
I agree with that as well.
They're not fucking the best matches that ever
New
happened.
Japan fans will, and I know I was just saying I felt bad for them, but I'm going to roast them here. They keep saying that, like, New Japan Kenny is better than AEW Kenny. I disagree. I think Kenny Omega got his style together in AEW. I think he's way better now than he was then.
It's the difference in American wrestling versus Japanese wrestling, John.
Well, guess so.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I must have. There's a reason I started watching him, so that's why it's like that's why I was like Kenny Omega's that dude. That's when I started watching was in like New Japan era, and I was like, this dude's cold for real. Then we got the AEW. I was like, he's going to AEW. That's why I got hyped. So I was like, bet.
Cena Punk.
You mean Cena?
That's Cena versus
Orton.
That's
It is Orton. You're right. I don't know why I thought that was Punk. I thought it was him during the buzz cut era.
This is Orton during the buzz cut era when he's trying to kill him.
So again,
I'm going mid.
Prison.
I'm going mid.
I don't think they're good.
I don't think
they've
worse.
Had so many fucking matches.
I don't think it's worse than or as bad as Batista Cena, but I do think they've had a lot of mediocre to bad matches. I do think storyline wise, they've had way better stories than Cena and Batista. So that's what I think puts it up to mid.
Honestly, I am agreeing with you on everything you said up until one thing. The fact that they did John Cena versus Randy Orton to unify the titles when they could have made two big stars out of that moment, and they chose to just go back to the well again and again and again, and hindered a lot of people's performances to go back to that well again and again and again.
Yeah, I'm going Punjabi Prison, and that's generous. This storyline has never produced anything good. Like
I agree. There's not a memorable moment to me.
I don't think there's a match that's good, and I don't think that anybody was benefiting from it.
Agreed.
This was just when Vince didn't know what to do. This was what he relied on just to say he built a marquee match for something.
Hey, I can't say that because that man Randy Orton blew that man up. He tried to blow him up at one point. I can't say
the most memorable thing I remember is Orton kicking Cena's dad in the head.
You know what the most memorable thing I remember is of this the whole time is when they were in the ring for the unification thing and they had all the former champions and nobody gave a fuck about them and they were chanting for Daniel Bryan the whole time. Those are supposed to be your two biggest stars in the company. And you've got multiple legends out there. And the entire time you had to stop the segment to present Daniel Bryan to the crowd so they would be appeased. That means they had no business being in that match.
I'll give you that. But Randy Orton tried to blow that man up at the top of the damn stage.
Did we all go Punjabi Prison?
I went mid.
I was going mid.
Flip that coin. Yeah, I'm not changing because
what button is it? What button is it?
This did so much fucking damage to like the roster in the long term.
And to their legacies, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were stat padding there. This is like some Westbrook rebounds of a fucking feud. Like
this is why they both have like 15 championships.
Yeah, it's because they were going back and forth. But like, how many fucking like Miz title reigns could that have been? How many?
I don't know. Come hit the tail.
Reign out of that. That could have been a couple more Zigglers. Could have been a Zack Ryder. Like,
I don't know about Zack Ryder.
I would give him one.
Heads.
Okay. This is when he was making fucking the YouTube channel.
Wait. So it goes to mid?
Yeah. It goes to mid. He voted mid.
Hold on. Let me just ask you this, Boom. Do you think Matt Cardona right now could be a world champion in a national or international company?
In AEW, yes. WWE, no.
Why?
I agree.
I think it's the opposite. I think it'd be easier for him to win it in WWE right now than AEW.
I agree.
I think in WWE, if he goes back, a lot of the fans are going to just see him as Zack Ryder again. And that would hinder him. Or
Drew McIntyre went from zero to hero. Cody Rhodes from undesirable to undeniable.
No, I think they do a similar story. Plus,
I don't think he's
WWE's got 2 belts, and they're always gonna have one they care about a little bit less that they'll put on somebody to flash.
Maybe okay. He could probably beat Seth. He's not beating.
Here's
Roman.
my thing.
That's what I'm saying.
No one. I don't think there's like 1% of people that will fit into the category can beat Roman. No one said that. No one said that.
Well, I'm saying he's not on that level because
I didn't say who he's got to beat. I said, could he be a world champion?
And that's what I'm saying is that there's 2 titles and there's a B title, so he could win the B title.
He 100% could be a world champion.
I agree with the moment. I don't think he could be the champion on Raw, but not on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's what right.
He could be the B champion easy.
I love Ziggler. Don't get me or not Ziggler. Zack Ryder. I really liked him at his peak, but I never saw him as a world champion.
He's in his peak right now.
In that gimmick.
Well,
I mean, his Zack Ryder
when he was doing the YouTube thing because he was transcending the entire company on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He was bringing them into the age of fucking.
And what did they do?
Information.
Yeah, but the issue was that there were 2 guys above him who were better.
Fuck that. I'm about to join JJ.
They couldn't get as much fucking clout as him.
You know,
Jimmy, I'm seeing the truth. My eyes have been opened.
CM Punk and Daniel Bryan were better and just as popular.
This was 4 years later.
They didn't have the fucking views.
What are you talking? I'm talking about remember when they all had championships? That one night where it was.
Oh yeah.
Punk.
I was thinking you were talking about the Daniel Bryan push at WrestleMania 30.
No, I was talking about that one.
Yeah, that Daniel Bryan push you could toss because like he wasn't all that yet.
Yeah, they were in the World Heavyweight shape.
That's like him losing to Sheamus in 10 seconds era.
Yes, they did it just to like. Era. They put him in the spot that you're saying Matt Cardona could be in now.
Yeah, essentially, like as the secondary world champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he easily could have with that Zack Ryder gimmick, especially how popular he was at the time on YouTube. He was really doing more for WWE's public because you keep in mind where WWE was that time too in popular culture. They had Linda McMahon saying stand up for WWE and making them look foolish at that time. Like, also, the only thing that was making WWE look decent in pop culture was fucking Zack Ryder and his funny little videos.
Did any of y'all say the World Heavyweight Championship was not a secondary title when they brought it back?
No,
probably.
I didn't.
Seth straight up said it himself. He said, "No, it is a secondary championship. How am I supposed to make this championship mean as much as the title that he's been holding for 3 years and beating everybody with?"
Yeah, like they said it is.
Well, he said it is. WWE has never said it is. They never came out and said this is the second place belt.
They never said the word this is the second place belt, but
you can tell which one they picked to be when they do it.
He said it. He said it without saying it.
Seth Rollins said it. He said, "I'm in second place right now."
I get that. I get that. And say on the show, he can't say, "Hey guys, don't care about this title as much as the other one." He can't do that. But he technically said it because he said, "Hey, look, he don't fight that much, so we need something for them to fight for. We need somebody to be a fighting champion here. Here y'all go." That's literally what he said. He's like, "Here y'all go."
Y'all go. Yeah, but the way he presented it made it seem like Roman's trying to like hide from defending his title, and they need a world champion. Blah, blah.
He's got to do
the way Seth Rollins said it was, "Hey, this motherfucker beating everybody." Like,
I know, but you hear that, like, when you have a guy that's like not really defending it like that, and you're like, "Hey, look, we got to get this title out here because this is going on." And then on top of that, he's still hoarding 2 more titles. They're supposed to pass. He's supposed to give those to him. He kept them.
Who's gonna take them? Who's gonna take them?
It's like, bro, what? You said, "All right,
I kind of hope when you lose. I kind of hope when you lose.
I was about to say, I hope he keeps the 2 titles.
I hope he keeps saying those
around. Roman, hey, Roman, quit playing. Roman, come here. Put the belts back, Roman.
Just keep walking.
Yeah, it's like Roman.
Pretend like you got headphones in. Like, hey,
Roman, I know you hear me, Roman.
All right, so we got Ospreay versus Kushida, I believe is what this feud is.
It looks like it. I don't know enough.
I know Ospreay. This was kind of like Ospreay's coming out party. Other than that, I don't really know much.
I don't know anything. I don't like Kushida like that, though.
I don't either, but Ospreay is fire.
Ospreay is fire.
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens / El Generico versus Kevin Steen.
Hey, that's head of the table.
Head of the table.
I'm going God. But
I'm going God, too.
Flip that coin.
It's the indie version of
Triple H, Shawn,
and Shawn. Fight forever. Fight whenever. It's
no,
tight,
sure.
and we're also best friends.
So Travis, heads or tails?
Tails. It's been heads every time, so it was tails.
It's heads.
Heads. See, you should have kept.
We got a trick coin.
You said heads never fails you.
I was gonna say today heads keep getting heads today.
If you want,
I love any day where I get head multiple times.
Nah, that sounds awful. I'm one and done.
All right, we got Raven versus CM Punk from Ring of Honor.
I'm going head of the table.
I'm not going that
I am
far.
too.
I'm going Apex Predator.
This to me was the first. Well, no, because Chris Hero versus Punk was before.
I'm going Apex Predator too.
I went head of the table, so that's
a lot of
flip
good
coin again.
There's a lot of good shit here, but I just
this is pretty much Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk.
Yeah,
except Raven's not near as good as Jeff Hardy.
Raven's a much better promo.
Yes.
Much better.
Yeah, he is.
Like
but at everything else, Jeff Hardy's better.
I don't agree. They're both just stuntmen.
Yeah, but Jeff Hardy does the cool flippy flips and jumps off ladders.
I would say they're pretty even there.
I agree.
But yeah, it's Raven. It's pretty much I hate my dad, so I hate you because you're a drug addict too, like him.
If I could take both of them in their primes, I had to pick one. I'd probably pick Raven.
If I had to pick between the two, I'm picking Raven. And
y'all are on crack. Jeff
that's
Hardy could have been president in 2008.
Raven
will never be that.
Hey, honestly, though,
Raven.
Jeff Hardy primaries against Obama, and he's president in 2008.
Raven.
Prime,
that was his criminal record.
That's very close. That's
Raven.
Very close.
Raven gave me
That's what I'm
Billy
saying.
Gunn with the duct tape ribs.
I agree.
It's very, very close, John. That's very close.
To me,
Raven
I think
stinks in the ring most of the time.
We're
not
doing
that.
He's not bad in
the ring. He's not bad.
No,
in
he
the
does
ring.
not. Jeff Hardy is fire in the ring up until he got old.
no.
I wouldn't
And
even
the
say
night that he took too many perks.
if we're not saying
What
like
is Raven's moveset? His finish is a
we're
DDT.
Who
that's
cares?
not bad though. DDT.
Yeah.
You gotta think about the
That is
move.
a
The
boring
DDT. You're
moveset.
taking somebody's head and driving it straight into the ground.
Jeff Hardy can have an interesting match if you take away the weapons. Raven can't.
Yes, he can.
I have never seen a good Raven match without a weapon in it.
I've never
like-
seen a good Jeff Hardy match without a weapon in it.
I've seen plenty.
I don't
and
trust
I-
your opinion on this. You're biased.
Also, if you really think about it, all Jeff Hardy's finisher is him doing a front flip.
I was gonna say that.
That's way cooler than a DDT.
No, the
No, it's
DDT will hurt
not.
more.
It is. It's a dive. That's way cooler than a DDT.
If you're in a fight and you jump off anything and hit me with your body, it's not gonna hurt.
I'm
as
not
much as
saying
you
what's
take my
real. I'm
neck
saying
and
what
drop it
looks
to the
cooler.
ground.
And the
Also-
flip is cooler.
Also, half of his finisher is stolen from his brother. The twist of fate.
Okay. It's a better version. It's a better version of what Raven does. And Jeff Hardy is a bigger moveset than Raven.
No, it's
does by a lot.
not. That's what the face is not a DDT.
I said it's a better
Not at
version.
all.
It's not a DDT. No, it's
You
not.
don't know
Not
twist
even
to it.
close.
It's a
They're
cut.
not even-
What you just said was this is the same thing. It's like me saying, yeah, well, the pedigree is just a better version of a Tope Tamako. Like they're not even close to the same
It
thing.
is not that different. Shut the fuck up.
It's a fucking cutter.
It's a
They're
cutter versus
totally
DDT.
different.
It is not
It's
that
a twisting
different.
cutter.
You slam the guy's face on the mat and one person falls in a different direction.
No, it's not.
No,
That's not how it.
No. One is slamming your face down. The other one slam your
I'm
neck
stressed
down.
out. John doesn't know. John, do you watch wrestling?
I do watch
Did
wrestling.
you take that gimmick from Mike too?
But y'all trying to sit here and say that Raven has an interesting moveset and can put on good matches without a weapon.
All right, what
ass
are we
now.
doing? Can we
It's
flip
not
the
even having
coin?
an
I'm
interesting
sick of
move
arguing
set.
about Raven versus Jeff Hardy because that's not even the thing.
You started the stupidest argument.
And you're losing.
They're very similar. I'll say
They're not
similar. It's
They're
very
very
close.
has no moveset.
They're close. They're
It
very
is
close.
Not close.
Jeff has like 4 moves.
No, Jeff got a complete moveset. We're starting right there.
Flip the coin, Kitty.
Jump off thing is not a move.
He has a
John-
whole
John
ton
hits
of
tails.
moves. Tails.
It's it. Why is it? It's so
All right,
Okay.
next one because I'm done arguing about this shit. DDP versus Randy Savage in WCW.
I can't vote here. I didn't see it.
I didn't either.
I like vaguely remember this. I'm like trying to remember it.
it.
But then again, I don't even remember DDP being champion.
this was when Raven like really. This is when not Raven DDP like reached his peak. Like DDP talked about Randy Savage like saying tonight's the night, kid. I'm gonna take the diamond color.
I was a big fan of
like,
DDP, but I don't remember him being champion. That's the funny thing.
He was like a 4-time world champion or
I was
3-time
gonna say he
world
was
champion.
champion multiple times.
That's crazy. I don't remember none of that.
And that's when he was the original people's champion.
Yeah,
WCW
Like The Rock stole that shit from him.
WCW, yeah, that is true. WCW is not canon. I will say that right now. I'm saying that
Honestly,
on air.
The Rock ain't shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, The Rock stole his whole gimmick from DDP, Juventud Guerrera, and fucking Pat Patterson.
And he stole Booker T's finisher.
Yes! Oh my God.
Hey, now all of his action
Wayne is a
about
scumbag.
well, you saw it with the whole DC Universe thing too. It's all kind of coming out that The Rock ain't like that as a person. He's kind of an asshole.
I mean, I believe it.
He was trying to be like, Black Adam's definitely a Superman villain now. Like, oh, fuck, he never was.
I'm gonna go Apex Predator.
I'm not mad at
Okay.
it. Man. I'll take it. Those DDP.
I don't know where it needs to go, so I'm just gonna believe you.
Let's go ahead and give it Apex Predator.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
None of us remember it.
Big Show versus Mark Henry. Giant Gonzalez.
That was
This shit
ass.
sucked.
Gonzalez.
That was ass.
I hated the WMD. Like, it was such a stupid finisher. Like, I get in theory, yes, if the Big Show punches you in the face, he's gonna win, but he has multiple times in the match to just knock you out. Like, just do that to start.
Right.
Well, that's
Fucking-
wrestling logic in general. It's like you could have been hit your finisher. Like it's just
No, because a lot of finishers take like some sort of setup. His was literally
Right.
just if he connected with his punch, you're just dead.
Right. Yeah, because like for a pedigree, I gotta kick you in the gut. I gotta hook your arms. I gotta hope you don't break out. Like moves have like escapes and like different things. You have to wear someone's leg down or something. It's literally just punch. Just punch. Just you have me in the corners. Like I'm hurt. Just punch me and knock me out. Match over.
There was a point
champion.
where I hear you, but there's a point where JBL's finisher was the clothesline from hell, and he was doing regular clotheslines in matches. Like,
Well, the clothesline from hell was different.
It was.
he's on
Clothesline from hell was crazy.
JBL put all of his hate into that clothesline.
Hey,
Oh no! For a
Killer
fact, I'm
B,
saying there
Killer
a point
B
where
was
he doing
about
regular
to.
clotheslines.
Killer
Yeah,
B tried to hit Sasuke with a clothesline from hell.
that clothesline of hell was different though.
The
Fool, you
clothesline
fool.
from hell. Like I've
Fool, you
seen the
fool.
compilations, he be fooling people with the clothesline from hell.
Yeah.
He
That
put
might be
Clothesline
it's up
hit.
there for one of the best finishes of all time.
When he hit Heath Slater with it, he turned around and started cheesing. He was like, you know what? You took that good, boy. That's what he looked at. You took that good, boy.
All right, I'm moving on. I can't hear this any longer. Tanahashi versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Mine was not as bad as John's earlier. John was tripping.
What did John say earlier?
John was talking about he was going, I don't know, he was going to put his whole ass in it, whatever he was saying. He was some wild shit earlier.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
He was
slurping down CM Punk versus Jeff
Yeah.
Hardy.
Yeah, it got real X-rated real quick. I was
Tanahashi versus Shinsuke. I had seen highlights of this feud, but I've not seen the whole feud.
I
I
ain't
have
seen
not
it.
either.
So do you want me to say don't know, or you want me to give my opinion on based on
Give
what
your
I've seen?
opinion.
Yeah, it's on you.
I'm gonna say Apex Predator. It was pretty good. This is what made me a Shinsuke Nakamura fan.
I was gonna say that was prime Nakamura too. So.
That's what I was like. Hey, during this era, Nakamura was my favorite wrestler ever. Like not ever, but like in the world at that time.
I said I don't believe you. I was gonna say I don't believe you.
I said ever and immediately regretted it. I was like, that's not what I meant.
That's what I was like. I don't believe you.
Because this was during the era when Triple H wasn't really wrestling like that, and CM Punk had left. So I was like, who I fuck with on this right now?
Who's gonna be up there? Who's gonna take the spot?
And then Shinsuke. I saw a video of Shinsuke coming out. I said, man, this is like Japanese Michael Jackson. This motherfucker has he has an aura.
He really was.
Like,
no, because I'm laughing because it's right. Like,
I know, right? That's right.
You had a Thriller jacket on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I said, this man is crazy.
He really is, bro. You know, Michael Jackson says, "Come on," and he says, "Come on." What? What? And he comes up the king of, bro. Wait a minute, the king of strong style, and he's the king of pop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Can he having a realization on air?
You know he did that on purpose, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say. Okay. Yeah, I did that. I was trying to act surprised.
Eddie versus Ray. Honestly,
custody of Dominic match included in this.
Yes,
and so wait, you get the custody of Dominic match, you get the Halloween Havoc match, you get the WrestleMania 21 match, and you get the promo of Eddie cussing out Ray's mask. This is God.
Yeah, this is God.
This is Eddie's best work.
Yeah, I love that promo. I'm just yelling at the mask.
Custody of Dominic is like the funniest shit to ever happen to wrestling.
His first is when he stole Big Show's sandwich. That was the best work he ever did.
Wait, I thought he poisoned Big Show's sandwich.
It was Big Show. I think it was Batista's sandwich he stole. He stole somebody's sandwich.
He stole Batista's sandwich.
Is this when they were doing the frenemies angle?
He poisoned Big Show's burrito. His burrito, and he had to leave the ring mid-match to go take a shit.
He was holding his ass. He said, "Oh,
Paul Pierce."
Yes, yeah. he had to leave the ring mid-match to go shit.
Fuck Paul Pierce and Paul White, fucking both.
Hey, I just made a Big Boss Man versus versus Big Show, Matt or joke.
We're coming up on it.
Yeah, it's coming.
I got some feelings about that one. I haven't seen it, so I can't say much.
I know this feud's supposed to be good, but I didn't watch it myself. So
I'm saying mid.
I've Flair versus Sting.
I don't think Sting's good. Sorry.
This is Surfer
Sting and TNA Sting are the best Sting.
This is Surfer Sting.
I think TNA Sting is the best.
This is
pre-Joker.
Prime.
Yeah,
pre-Joker.
I agree. But
TNA gave him a fire theme song.
I mess with AEW Sting though. Like
I'm annoyed that he keeps getting wins over young talent. That's the thing that's annoying to me.
Yeah.
Everything else
like
fine.
seeing him dive through tables.
I agree. Everything else is fine, but he shouldn't be no selling and pitting young talent.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, because
he took a black mask from fucking Aleister Black and just laughed at him.
Because every tag match, he's the one who always gets the pin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever they win, but whenever they lose, he's not getting pinned. It's always Darby. For this, I'm going Apex Predator.
You got to pay his dues.
Okay, so flip a coin.
Because this is what made Sting a star. Was this feud?
Heads or tails?
I'll take heads.
It is, in fact, tails this time.
It's
tails the one time. That's crazy.
All right, Super Crazy versus Tajiri.
Hey,
I'm going head of the table.
Head of the motherfucking table. This
was some of ECW's best work, and it was nowhere near the main event. This was like one of the best pay-per-view opener feeds ever. Like it opened so many pay-per-views with this
so many times.
This is like the good version of what John Cena and Randy Orton is. Because when Paul Heyman didn't know what to do, he just put these two motherfuckers in a ring and let it happen. Like
he did that a lot, though.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking, because he did that Raven Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah.
He did that with these two. He did it with Dean Malenko, or I'm sorry, not Dean, Benoit Guerrero. He did it with
RVD and Jerry Lynn.
And Taz and Sabu.
Mike Awesome to what's his name? Tanaka.
Tanaka, yeah.
Tanaka, yeah.
Masato Tanaka. So that's probably why ECW didn't succeed. To be honest with you, they just kept putting the same pay-per-view on.
No, I think it was the
year.
fact that he wasn't paying people, or
Yeah,
Well, they weren't
saying,
making money because he wasn't. There was nothing for him to fucking pay them with.
Because WWE's
No,
done
I
the
think
same thing.
No, I think they
WWE's
were
the exact
making
same
money.
thing.
I think they were making money. It's just Paul's not good with money.
Yeah. Paul
not
was
good
making
about
money.
He's not that good about that bill paying part.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
I
He said
think
Paul was making
fucking
money.
I think Paul was taking that money too.
Yeah, because he was getting paid by Vince. Like Vince was giving him money, and everyone else is like broke, and Paul's just like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good."
That's wild.
Fuck him. Like he ran up Chris Candido's credit card so bad and then never reimbursed him.
That's wild. I didn't know that either.
That's
Yeah,
wild.
if on the dark side of the ring, like he had
owes,
Chris Candido doing like payroll and shit, and then Chris Candido would pay people on his fucking credit card, and Paul like, yeah, I'll reimburse you, and then just not do it.
Yeah, Paul was just not paid. He still owes like
Chris
90%
Candido was paying
ECW.
motherfuckers from his fucking credit card. I was like,
yeah, Paul still owes like all of ECW money. Like
that's wild.
That's
he
why
doesn't.
Tommy
He filed
Dreamer wanted to
bankruptcy.
clap him. I was like,
That's why we keep
After
getting
bankruptcy,
ECW
you no
reunions.
longer owe them money. That's the law.
That's why we keep getting ECW reunions. That makes sense now.
All right, Boss Man Big Show.
is there any
Go.
Battle of the Bigs?
I feel like we need to
Go.
this would be
This is
something
Giant
that would go
Gonzalez.
under.
Wait, no,
This would
say
go
Giant
under
Gonzalez.
Giant Gonzalez.
This goes to the Kennel from Hell.
well, this isn't Kennel from Hell because Kennel from Hell was the Al Snow
Nope.
feud, and that's already in Giant Gonzalez.
This is just as bad.
They took fucking Big Show's dad's casket and drove off with it.
Yes, bro. He jumped on it. He was riding the casket.
What the fuck were they doing with Big Boss Man in '99? Like,
Hey,
you
Big Boss
should make a
Man.
tier just called '99 Big Boss Man and move him and Al Snow down. Like,
He was just being a menace. Like honestly, he was just
this is probably
doing.
one of the like a top 10 most evil heel.
Oh yeah, for a fact.
You got to move Big Boss Man Al Snow down from to Kennel
is
from
it
Hell.
on
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
right
it's like
next
Giant
to-
Gonzalez.
It's the
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, it was bad. They're both awful.
And they were
So we got
back
a
to back
special-
too.
special
Like there was no
category?
space between these. Big Boss Man went straight from stealing Big Show's dad's corpse to fucking feeding Al Snow his dog.
Hey, he is a menace.
That is the worst person. Kenny had him drafted on fucking BOA.
Oh, I got some shit covered. You know, that's why I was like, I want y'all to fucking continue. I want y'all to see the shit he about to do.
Kenny's gonna end this podcast.
I don't know who these two are. I can't even see their
tell you
faces.
either.
Both of their faces are covered.
Yeah, I can't.
So-
Is that Mickey James?
No, they're both Japanese. I'm
Oh.
It looks like
pretty sure.
it looks like
One
Kari
of them's
Sane
like
on the
Io
left.
Sky.
I think it's Kari
Oh,
Sane
yeah,
on the left. No,
Yeah, I think it's Kyrie saying. Yeah, I think you're right.
it might be Kari Sane and Io Sky for real, for real.
That's what I think it is, but I've never seen their feud, so
Yeah,
I haven't
I
either.
haven't
That
either.
should be
I
fire,
couldn't tell
probably.
you.
I can't tell who's this. I know this is AJ
It's
Styles here.
And
I
I
don't
think
know who
that's
this
Daniel
is.
Bryan.
Brian Danielson. Yeah.
Okay. I don't really
I remember
remember.
Lil
I'm gonna
bits of
say
it.
this is mid.
Yeah, I would say.
It ended a dreadful AJ reign that had gone on way too long.
Is this the
Um,
Planet's
This-
champion?
Yeah, this is when actually I'm gonna move this up to Apex Predator because this is when Daniel Bryan at the time turned into the Planet's champion.
Yeah,
and it ended a
yeah.
god awful.
Latest champion is the best replica belt of like the best like
Oh, it is.
like
Custom?
superstars. Yeah.
and I could not tell
Yeah.
like I cheered so much when he turned just because I was so tired of AJ at that point. He had gone over
Oh,
like
no.
4 feuds he shouldn't have won at that point.
I don't think that's the best belt, best replica belt.
Yeah, the people,
wrong.
the Planet's champion belt is fire.
I don't think it's the best. I
It's
think
also
Edge is
such
the
a
best one.
dickhead move.
You think
This
this is
is-
the best?
Edge has the best one to me. I think that shit is cold to me.
The radar spinner?
Yes, that mess is cold. And the thing is, he hated it. He didn't even want that, but that shit was hard to me.
Mm.
I was like, damn, I feel bad, Edge. I
John
fuck
Cena
with it.
US spinner is probably one of the hardest ones.
It was, and then they blew it up.
I do remember that. AJ
Samoa
Styles
Joe.
versus Samoa Joe.
That might be head of the table.
I'm going down to Apex because the WWE version of it was pretty rough. Like there were some funny moments from Samoa Joe.
Samoa
but-
Joe should have gone over.
He should have won. Yeah, I agree. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go
wasn't watching WWE version. I
And
only
he was
seen
being-
that
Predator
one.
too.
Like he was being a dick. Like he was being
This is when he came out and told Jeff Hardy. He said,
Yup.
"Hey,
Well, this is before
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
Was
Truth is
it
like
before
AA
that? I thought
This
it
is
was
what
the
this
same
is
era.
like. This is same era, but it's like a little bit before. This is like sorry. Tell me how Wendy's doing. I don't know why I stuttered so much.
No,
on
I
that.
know, but that was the same. It was the same era, right? Like they were
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it was that
the
same
same year.
time period. Yeah. When you told Jeff,
Okay.
So the Truth like AA meeting and
Yeah.
wait till third. I was like, golly.
yeah,
you
Samoa
got
Joe
the-
was being a menace back then.
You got Minoru Suzuki versus the Great Muta. I've never seen it, but I've know
I
both.
haven't
know
I've
both.
seen
either.
matches, so I can't say nothing. But besides, just the matches were good.
All right, then where do you want to put it? You've seen as much as I saw of the.
Oh, if I've seen the
Tanahashi.
matches, then I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna go Apex Predator. Matches were
Okay.
good, but I can't really say head of the table because I don't know what they were fighting about. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is good.
Yeah, right. Taker Edge.
This was good. This was really good, but
I can't give. I
I'm
can't.
going.
Go, I feel like it can't go head of the table. I feel like it's Apex Predator.
I agree.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with that.
I'm going Apex Predator 2. The matches were fire.
But I don't really feel like they ever fought for anything besides just I want to be champion.
Hey, sometimes it's all you need.
What? Edge was just goofing around, and it's like
No,
La
they-
Familia and like all that. Like
They,
I fucked
had
with La
they had
Familia.
a Mania match too, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did have the Mania.
Yeah, they had a
match.
Mania match, but didn't they have
And
the
Edge
Cell
was
match?
supposed to
That's what I'm
win,
thinking
but he
of.
refused. They held
they-
down SmackDown for a while.
Yeah.
The
I,
Cell
re-
match they had was
I would-
fire.
I would
That's what I'm
rather had
thinking of.
Edge break
Yeah.
the streak just because Edge was so evil at the time. That would have been like,
They
God.
should
No,
not
I
have.
agree.
They should not have broken the streak at all.
I
That's
I,
I
don't
drank.
agree.
I
It should've
agree
been
with
Bray.
I agree with Kenny's sentiment, but if they're going to have anybody do it, imagine Prime Edge and the reactions he would have gotten that you're supposed
Why?
to get.
Let me ask you this, okay? Every other wrestler is meant to give up their accomplishments to the next generation to build them up. Why does the Undertaker get to keep his? Why does he not have to lay down and make a new
here's
champion?
the thing about that. This thing about that, because if he was going to do it, in my opinion, he should have retired after.
That's what I agree.
No, I agree.
I'm not saying what happened was wrong, but that doesn't mean he should never have lost it.
For this is what I'm saying. In my opinion, for him to lose, he should have retired after. So he lost to Brock. He lost to Brock first. So he should have retired after that, in my opinion.
Yes.
Which kind of like, damn, like then he would have lost like that. But it would still be like, okay, he puts the boots down. That would have been lit. But he kept going, and then lost again to Roman, and it was just like, and then they said he's
But
supposed to
that's
retire
not what I'm
again.
arguing. You're
Yeah,
arguing
we're-
a whole different point.
Yeah, we're
No,
arguing
no,
that
no,
he.
no,
I'm
no,
saying
some point-
perfect world.
perfect
You can
world,
make
he
every
should have lost
decision.
at some point.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I'm just saying,
okay,
in my
okay.
opinion, that the two people we got that did it, I feel like Brock shouldn't have did it for a fact. He should not have did that at all. I feel like they should have Roman beat him, or because at that point he was like, okay, we're gonna make him that guy. So it would have made
Agreed.
sense. Brock had already been that guy, so it was like no point.
I don't think it should have been
should've
Roman.
been-
It just got him babyface boot even worse.
They should have turned him
I get
heel
what they're
there.
trying to. I get what they're trying to do though. It was dumb because even Roman Reigns said the big dog gimmick was dumb. He said
They
that
should-
himself.
they
Going out.
should've- That's where they should have turned Roman, because that's the night after he came out, and just for 15 fucking minutes, the crowd just booed him.
And
all
Chanting
British
shut the
good.
fuck up the
He
entire
turned-
time.
all
He
he
made,
turned
he
heel
made
was-
right
the
there.
Dominic Mysterio boos look like fucking child's play.
Right.
Like
Oh, no,
it
I-
was
No, I saw
ridiculous.
that. I think he should have turned heel right then and there.
I
Like,
agree.
oh my
Yes,
God,
I'm
dude,
with you.
Right.
You should. That's what I'm saying. That's
I
what they
mean,
should have did.
essentially, he did turn heel because he only said one sentence, but they just didn't follow up with the turn.
Right. Yeah, they should have kept they should have
Because
actually
you can
turned
see
him.
that right there is the first shades of
The
Tribal Chief Roman right there. Because
It's
he
my
sits there, he
yard
lets
now.
him do. You can see it getting to him, and then you say like, "Nah, fuck you," and that's when he hits him with, "It's my yard now," and then done. That's all he had to say.
That should have been the heel turn right then and
Right,
there.
that's-
Right, that
Heel
was
turn.
fire.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. WWE just fucked it up.
yeah.
They
per usual.
stay
But
focused.
what I'm saying is, when you're talking about the Edge Undertaker feud, like that would have been way too soon for Undertaker to retire because he still had a couple more years of juice at that point.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't
God,
think Edge should have been the one to do
but
it.
I don't
Prime
think Edge should've
Edge
been
doing
good
that,
either.
I think it would have been fire. Like, just
It would've
I
been-
think
It would've
how
been
evil that
very
motherfucker was.
to me, I think you stretch Taker as far as you can with him with this streak, and then when you know it's over, You just have him lose, and he doesn't come back.
I just wish the times had lined up. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, no, I feel you. I don't agree with. I hate when people say that he should have just been able to keep the streak forever. No, because for someone who's the time-honored tradition guy, he wants to follow all the traditions. Everything has to be like how when he was coming up. When you leave the business, you lay on your back and you put the next generation over.
Which is funny because he won in his final match.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He's a hypocrite. He's like fucking the bone.
I was gonna say because I didn't like that, and like the only reason he even I guess went on and had that match with AJ Styles because he said that match with him and Roman sucked. He said that shit was trash. He said I don't want to go out like that. And so he did the match. Well,
he had matches between there.
I know. I'm saying his last match though. He said that was supposed to be his last match.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
So bad too.
Yeah, and I feel like
I think he had that, and then he showed up and he had like a couple a 2-year run where he was like showing up like 4 or 5 times a year, which was really weird because he had been doing the once a year for like 6 years straight, and then he did the 2 years and then disappeared. And I think he skipped the WrestleMania, and then came back, squashed John Cena, and then did the AJ Styles thing, and it's just been gone.
He better not come back.
Yeah, his career was fucking weird at the end.
Apparently, he's doing something at SummerSlam, but
I hope fucking not. He should just stay retired. Just go away.
I wouldn't be mad if he came back and chokeslammed the nigga real quick. Like I wouldn't be mad at that. But like, we don't need him to come back and actually have a match.
No, not.
No, I agree.
He's washed.
All right, last one: Taker versus Mankind.
Damn.
God,
head of the table.
I'm going head of the table.
I'm going head of the table too. He did.
Damone loved throwing God around for an
atheist. It's gotta be special.
I'm not an atheist.
Like your first time. It's special.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, I am. Fuck you.
I've realized that I'm theistically agnostic. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah,
we'll have that one on Geek in the Sheet.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
We're gonna debate this on Narc.
Does God exist? Find out on Not a Real Court. We're gonna end world religion.
This is the tier list thus far, everybody. And then next week on the same bat time, same bat channel, we're gonna do these last however many is here. 43, I think.
And some of them we might not even know.
Yeah. All right.
Some of these are nasty. I wanted the picture. Some of these are disgusting.
Well, here's where you can find our general managers on social media, starting with D Money.
You can follow me at DaMoneyT13. That's DAMONEYT, the number 1, the number 3, on TikTok and Twitch. Also, trivia question of the day: who bought the contract of Hercules from Bobby Heenan?
$1 Million Man.
Fudge is correct. It was the $1 Million Man.
What is going on right now?
When you said bought, I was like, he got money. He got a price.
Did this man just do a fucking pop quiz?
I have WWE pop quiz questions.
Oh, okay. That was just so you guys know, that was unplanned for me to say pop quiz and then pull out fucking cards that say pop quiz on it. Like,
hey, it was unplanned for me to get it right. I was just guessing.
Did you get it from WWEshop.com?
I believe so. I got it for my birthday, so.
Well, fuck them. Go to T13.com. Buy our shirts.
True.
Bad Guy, where can they find you?
You can catch me on all social medias at Bad Guy Spoken. You can catch the Bad Guy Spoken podcast on YouTube's, and you can catch the podcast Unbiased also on the same channel. We only talk about football, and you can catch my new show Hood Movie Review. Only 31 episodes in, so go ahead and check that out too as well.
That means there's a new episode I gotta catch up on.
Should be coming out tomorrow.
Follow me on all social media at Primetime Travie T, or no, at I am Travie T. That's IAMTRAVVYT on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram.
I was waiting for you. I was gonna say, are they hoeing you again? Well, Twitter is hoeing all of us.
Yeah. Follow me on X.
Ain't Twitter. It's X. The bus is X.
Yeah. I've mostly stopped using it because of Elon Musk is a dork, but occasionally I will use @LilXFudge on X now just to give Tony Khan free creative. I saved Jack Perry's career on there if you want to go read that. So yeah, if you want to go see AEW creative ideas on the rare occasion Tony Khan's fucking up, you can go on at Lil X Fudge and you can see some great fantasy booking on there.
Jungle Boy is awful.
But 70s Jack Perry smoking a doobie with Anna Jay's booty in his hand, that's fire. Like
her booty is in his hand.
Yeah, he's coming out with that much swag and he's instantly getting over it. Cause like, how can you not feel cool? Like, just go read that thread. I had some cool shit for Jack Perry. I could get this man over in 2 weeks flat. But that has been Book It. See ya.
Bye.